family, Valerie Bertinelli, and we just shared some delicious moments from your time in Charleston at the Food and Wine Classic. And your conversation with the great Regina King.
I feel so lucky.
I mean, she has lived an extraordinary life.
And she's still so young. I mean, she's just, we talked about everything. We talked from her story behind her wine.
Yes.
To motherhood, we had a beautiful conversation on how to handle grief. It was a really powerful chat, and I want everybody to see it.
I can't think of any two women I would love to hear humor, insights, wisdoms, life advice
She's so
from.
lovely.
All right, let's take a look. I'm so excited.
I am at the Food and Wine Classic in Charleston with an Oscar-winning actress. She is also a producer and a director, and she's added entrepreneur to her resume. It's Regina King. Welcome so much. I'm so happy to finally meet you.
Likewise.
We have been in the same circles for so long.
So long.
Both child actors. But first of all, we're at the Food and Wine Classic, so we got to talk about food.
Yes.
And then we'll get into everything else. So I'm doing a demo later on tomorrow.
Yes.
And I'm making my no-churn ice cream, but you make the real stuff.
I do. Once I started making ice cream, you know, it became, Ian and I, we went through like,
That's your son.
My son Ian, like a month of just ice cream and different ways we can make it. Butternut squash ice cream.
Whoa!
Pumpkin. Like we
Whoa!
went in. Yes,
Any favorite
yes.
flavors?
The butternut squash, believe it or not, is really amazing.
Because you can sweeten that.
And we would do like, and this is kind of like the, you know, old school where you like let's see what's in the cabinet, and we just kind of poured the caramel that you put on ice cream. We said, how about when we are turning it, put it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the Netflix special.
Yes.
So this is based on a Judy Blume book, Forever.
Yes. Forever.
And it came out in 1975. I was 15, and it was very controversial and very like, you don't talk about that stuff.
Exactly.
But we can talk about that stuff now. So
we can
how free did you feel?
We felt, I think, especially free because, you know, we were able to, what's different is this is a story that is a young black couple and with their first time ever, and where in Judy's book, it's more the perspective of the young woman. It's through the lens of the young man, Justin. And
I'm so glad because we do need to hear the boys and the men, and I think that they do need to also have a voice.
You know, men are just not able to be able to show their sensitivity,
or
be sensitive, or feel comfortable in their emotions.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. Now let's talk about your wine, because I just want you to know that I literally have a vineyard in my backyard. But this is a very special...
became even cooler.
This is a very special wine.
Yes.
It's called MianU.
Yes.
And it is in honor of your son, Ian Alexander Jr.
Yes, yes.
So, and he introduced you to orange wine?
He introduced me to orange wine. Yeah, oh, wow. Well, you need to have it. He introduced me to so many things. A beautiful thing, one of the most beautiful things about Ian is his, he loved to discover and then introduce you to what he discovered. And Ian's an artist, and I always speak about him in the present. He's an artist, yes, because he's still here. And so it is celebrating all of that brilliance, creativity, the power of connection, the energy that he brings into the room every time he's there. And for me, it is very important that Ian's name is always continued to be said.
And it's in MianU.
Yeah, MianU.
It's right
in the middle. MianU. Yeah.
That's so lovely. Yeah. Another connection that we have is that we both deal with grief.
Yeah.
And I know that I get to celebrate my son and watch him on stage, and there's a big hole there because I want to be next to his dad, and I want to be celebrating it with him, but I can't. So you feel that grief, but you still feel the celebration. How do you deal with that dialectical celebration and grief at the same time?
Well, I think I've come to realize and accept that so many things that we say have to be black or white. We're usually always in the gray.
It's all gray
happiness and sadness are happening for me all the time,
every single moment.
every single moment. So it's leaning into the grief or the sadness as not a bad thing, but a thing that exists. It's love.
Right. Well, you
know?
said it's love. Grief is love with
No place to go. Yeah. Well, someone gave my mother a card that said that, and I was like, Mom. And so ever since I read that, like 4 years ago, that has been the shortest bite-sized quote that really encapsulates everything that I feel, and I know anyone else that has experienced grief, and every human being will.
We all will experience it. And for you to find a way to sit with it and make it a part of your life, because we don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
And find that way to celebrate him and honor him with this beautiful wine that he introduced you to, all the wonderful thoughts behind it.
It's so funny that I'm so glad that you just said that we don't have a choice. You know, when I first started to speak publicly after...
How hard was that?
Really, really hard. And at that time, the truth for me was that Ian had a choice. It was his choice. And time has gone by, we grow, we have better understanding, and I come to realize that that was not really the right way to frame where Ian was in his depression. He didn't have a choice. No. You know, he didn't choose
it can grab
to
a hold of
exactly.
And
you know,
as hard as they want to not be depressed.
Depressed, exactly. And I got to tell you, before I even knew that I was going to do this interview with you, I got to see the documentary with you and Wolf, and just watching you two and your honesty, your relationship with, you know, Eddie, watching you share. You and Wolf share your life. That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I need you to know that what you're doing in talking about grief and talking about loss is incredibly important to people that feel that and feel they don't have a voice and feel so alone in it. And I want to know that you're giving a beautiful gift to people, as hard as it is for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, MianU is available. And you have a new wine coming out.
I have yes, for the holidays. It's a very small vintage that is coming out. It's a Syrah.
For the holidays.
It's organic, dry farm, all the good things. You know, that for those of us that have a lot of allergies that come with the histamines that you know come with wine. But when I tasted it, and my sister tasted it with me first, and we were both like,
that's it.
Ian likes this.
That's it. He was right there with you.
His name is on it. Yeah.
Well, if you want to find her wine, MianU, it is available on MianUwines.com. You can find that and tune in to, now you have on the second season of your Netflix series. You are executive producer. You directed the first episode. It was such a pleasure to talk with you.
So lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much, Regina.
Thank you.
Thank you.